What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, so I thought I'd go on a different subject tonight. Talk about the WNBA and their players asking for more money. Now, before I go in on that subject, I'll give you a little background, like I always do. I've been watching WNBA. Let me rephrase that. When the NBA first WNBA, wow. When the WNBA first hit the scene, I was watching. This was when Lisa Leslie, Ruthie Holyfield Bolton, Tisha Pinachero, what's old girl name? Cynthia Cooper, and the Houston Comets, man. That was the WNBA's first dynasty. Cynthia Cooper, Tina Thompson. Who was the other one? I think it was three. But Tina Thompson and Cynthia Cooper was like unreal. Like for real. They were balling. I've even watched college, women's college basketball, especially around the tournament time. I used to watch, like, when I first got out the Navy in '97. That's when Louisiana Tech was hyped. And just to go on Louisiana Tech a little bit, I'm from Louisiana, and Louisiana Tech is not too far from from my city. The college, it's not. Louisiana Tech has always been a power, especially like in my high school days. They was winning all the time with Leon Barrymore. I mean, they have a rich history in basketball, women's college basketball, and man, the train. So I know what I'm talking about. And just to get to the point, I've watched. Now, back when the WNBA first kicked off, they were marketing the women a lot different. And before I go, I'm sorry, but it was Cheryl Swoops that was with Tina Thompson and Cynthia Cooper. That's my bad. And I'm gonna get to Cheryl Swoops, because that is, in my opinion, part of the problem with the WNBA. So, they were marketing these ladies a lot different back when it first started. And Lisa Leslie had the first dunk. Now, if you know Lisa Leslie carries herself like a lady. She carries herself just like a lady. Like a lot of those ladies carry themselves like ladies. Now, it was a chick on Houston, I forgot her name, that was kind of like the modern WNBA player now. I forgot that chick. Now, she was a short-haired chick. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one that had the cancer diagnosis, and I think she passed away, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. I'm just coming straight off the dome on this. I can be corrected. You can correct me. And the league started in '97. It's been in effect since '97. I remember the Detroit Shock with Cheryl Ford, Karl Malone's daughter. Bill Laimbeer was coaching. I thought that was going to be a dynasty. I even watched the years with the Minnesota Lynx. Dynasty. I mean, I've been watching, but I fell off watching it a little while ago, and that coincides with just me not watching female college basketball, because like Connecticut was the big power for a while in college basketball with Gino Ariama. I'm sorry. Different players, a lot of players come through Cincinnati. Cincinnati was a power. Tennessee used to be a power. And just to get off on Tennessee, Shamika Holdsclaw, when they talk about Caitlin Clark, and I compare her to Shamika Holdsclaw, I don't know. I mean, like Caitlin Clark, they marketing her. They trying to, put her as the person to market. And I think that's kind of like misguided. Especially, since they trying to follow the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson script for Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That's what they trying to do. Anybody, if you can't say that's not what they trying the same thing, and it's not the same effect because the players ain't the same. All Angel Reese did was taunt Caitlin Clark when LSU won the national championship. That's all. And nowadays you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many sensitive people out that they want to take that to heart. That was just some competitive stuff. It might have been some woman stuff, because women are a lot more emotional than men, on the court. And that's just a nature thing. Women are built that way. It's not a chauvinistic angle I'm trying to come at, but they are. Like, just like with the Caitlin Clark thing, Caitlin Clark being mobbed. She's getting mobbed. Now, I ain't even paying attention, but every time I look up, it's a clip of her getting roughed up. Now, I ain't saying where she deserves it or not. That's between them and those players. But I see her getting mobbed a lot. I don't see. I mean, her shooting is one thing, but I don't see like generational, like exceptional type play. I need to watch more closely with her. But I don't see any greatness. I just see a really good player that could possibly get to the great level, but she's not to me. And it's a lot like Aja Wilson. Aja Wilson seemed like the top dog in the WNBA to me. But I mean, they not marketing her. I mean, like, I've heard Aja Wilson's name ringing a whole lot in the last 2 to 3 years. I might be underestimating. But a lot of this ire toward Caitlin Clark is possibly, this is my theory, that it was so much groundwork that had to be put in at the beginning of the WNBA, and those ladies that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they didn't quite get the props. Possibly the props just didn't stretch out enough to make the WNBA marketable. Because those ladies were hooping. Those are some hoopers. Like the Sacramento Tisha Pinachero, she was like a female Magic. But like Cheryl Swoops, we get to Cheryl Swoops. Sarah Swoops, if it's any kind of if it's any videos out there with that run that Texas Tech went on with Cheryl Swoops, like that needs to be studied. The way she went about it, she was all business, and like that was some of the greatest performances a female basketball players ever had, in my opinion. And I think that's where a lot of this ire is coming from the older school WNBA players like Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson keeping her mouth closed. Tina Thompson, like Witherspoon, Reese, what's her name? Witherspoon. She was a Louisiana Tech grad. She played at Louisiana Tech. I forgot her first name, but Witherspoon was her last name. All these names that were in the past that were the building blocks of the WNBA seem to be thrown away, because in the early days in the 80s, when the NBA was promoting that league, they used to have like little snippets of players that played in the past, and you get a brief profile on them. That's how you got to know. That's how we would know about Wilt, Connie Hawkins, the Big O, players like that. It was some history being taught as you watched. But to me, it seems like all the history in the WNBA isn't being highlighted to keep the fans or bring in new ones, or even give the fans that's coming through a base of information where they can process, watching these females now. That's where I think it comes from. They're not honoring the past, and a lot of these players that feel that they're better than Caitlin Clark has gotten pushed to the wayside. Mainly, Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops was one of the greatest female basketball players, or just basketball players, that's come through. That's just my opinion. And I've seen some great Shamika Holdsclaw in college. Whew. Shamika Holdsclaw was like Jordan in college almost, man. And then Candace Parker came after her. That's another one. Candace Parker, I know she has to be feeling some kind of way, because even though she received some accolades, won some titles, like her name isn't brought up among the greats, and she deserves some recognition too. So, man, I went long on that than I thought I was, because I really didn't think I had too much to say on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I gotta say on this, man. Like, and then just to add before I close out, the NBA is subsidizing the WNBA. So when these players ask for more money, I mean, where is it gonna come from? Where is it gonna come from? That's what I wonder. That would be some accounting wizardry if they were able to pay these ladies what they owe. I mean, what they feel like they should get and what they should get. But they shouldn't be like on the same level as the males, because they're not bringing in the money like that. But they should be, upped a little bit if it's possible financially. So that's what this is all about. Like, money coming in, money not coming back out. So that's all I got to say on this subject, man. Grandpa out.